What actually turns a print-on-demand store into a brand people want to buy from? Because choosing products is only step one. If your designs feel random, your store lacks cohesion, or your listings don't convert, you're going to struggle making sales. So in today's video, I'm showing you exactly how to fix that. This is part 2 of a 3-part series where I'm building a full kitchen and home decor print-on-demand online store completely from scratch. A few weeks ago, I asked this community to vote on which niche I should build a store around next, and kitchen won. But after doing the research, I found that it was better to expand into a full kitchen and home brand opportunity instead. So now in part 2, we're bringing the store to life. I'm taking the 10 products we selected in part 1, creating one full matching signature collection, then syncing everything into the store from Printify, and then building out product listings step by step with you guys. So whether you're starting from zero or you already have a POD store, this video will show you how to make your products more premium, more cohesive, and way more sellable. Also, if you did miss part 1 where I actually researched the niche, chose the products, and built the store foundation, I'll go ahead and link it in the description below. Let's get into it. So the first step is to make sure this store actually felt like a real brand, because products alone don't sell, design does, presentation does, and how everything feels together matters more than most people realize. So based on the research from part 1, I decided to build this store around one of the biggest visual trends taking off right now on Etsy and TikTok, the Dopamine Decor aesthetic. This style is bold, playful, colorful, personality driven, and impossible to ignore in stores. It uses bright pinks, orange, blues, fun typography, quirky sayings, retro shapes, and statement visuals that instantly make a space feel just overall happier. So the goal became simple: take our 10 original products from part 1 and turn them into a brand people are instantly going to recognize and relate to. The first place I went was Creative Fabrica, and I typed in each of the 10 products individually into their search to look for inspiration. Things like apron designs, kitchen towels, sayings, cutting board concepts, rug graphics, wall art phrases, and pillow ideas. Now, I wasn't looking to copy anything. I was just using it kind of like a trend database like we would use Everbee. I wanted to study which phrases were resonating, what humor styles were selling, what typography layouts look strong, and what products naturally lend themselves to funny or giftable designs, again in the dopamine space. Because if you know what already connects with buyers, you can build something better. So I started saving ideas like playful kitchen sayings, bold text layouts, cheeky gift concepts, and personality-driven graphics, and that gave me the raw ingredients. See what I did there? Then I moved over to Pinterest. This is where I wanted to find the actual visual language of the dopamine decor trend. I started seeing consistent patterns like hot pink paired with orange, blue with cream backgrounds, wavy borders and hand-drawn shapes, bold handwritten fonts, playful fruit illustrations, quirky one-line sayings, and retro stripes and checkerboard patterns. This gave me the missing piece I was looking for. Creative Fabrica showed me the product ideas, and Pinterest showed me how the brand should feel with those product ideas. So now that the design direction is locked in, it was time to turn these concepts into real products. So in the next step, I'm connecting Printify to my Everbee store so we can start building out the product lineup and bring this brand to life. Here's the step-by-step of exactly how I did that. First, I went into my Printify account and created a brand new store specifically for this Everbee project using their API option. I always recommend doing this because it keeps everything organized with separate products, separate designs, separate catalogs, and it makes managing the brand much easier long-term. Then I went back into my Everbee store dashboard, clicked on apps, found Printify, logged into my Printify account, and gave Everbee permission to access that store. The whole setup literally takes a couple of seconds. So now everything I create inside that Printify store can be synced directly into my Everbee store with just the click of a button. That means no manual product uploads in multiple platforms, no rebuilding listings twice, no messy workflow, faster launches, and easier scaling. Now it's time to start designing the first collection and turning these blank products into something customers actually want to buy. So now that every template was ready, the fun part could officially begin. It was time to start designing the actual collection and bringing this kitchen plus home brand to life. So the first thing I did was open up a new ChatGPT thread and embedded the pictures from Pinterest that showed the exact aesthetic I was trying to emulate. Then I took the sayings and concepts I found during research on Creative Fabrica, designs that were already proven to sell, and then I just used the AI to recreate brand new, unique versions of them in our custom aesthetic. So instead of copying what already existed, I was using proven demand as inspiration instead, then rebuilding original assets that actually match the store aesthetic. And honestly, some of the results came out way better than I ever expected. The next step was getting it onto the actual products. To do that, I simply went back into the Canva template for each product, uploaded the design, exported it with a transparent background, then dropped it directly into the Printify editor for each product. Super simple. So now that the designs were live inside of Printify, the next step was syncing everything into the store, writing the listings, and turning these product listings into something customers would actually buy. But first, here's a quick look at every product we built together today. I love them so much, so let's make them live now. To show you exactly how this works, I'm actually going to build one listing from scratch with you. We'll use this apron as the example. Everything starts right inside of Printify. The first thing I focus on is the title, because if your product title is weak, your clicks will be weak too. So what I do is head back into ChatGPT, paste all of the product specs directly from the Printify page, then upload the mock-up image of the apron with my design on it. From there, I ask it to write a title and description that match the overall vibe of my brand and website. That way the store feels cohesive, not like random listings stitched together. So once ChatGPT gave me my optimized copy, I dropped it into the Printify listing. Then I set my profit margins, chose the mockups I wanted to use, which obviously I did not make really cool mockups for the store, but we can talk about that next week, and made sure everything looked clean in the listing. So here's the important part. Do not click publish. Actually click save as draft, because we're actually going to push everything live from the Everbee site instead. So I head back into my Everbee store dashboard, went to apps, clicked open on Printify, then I clicked the blue button in the top right hand corner that says fetch all updates. That pulls in every change you've made inside of Printify since your last sync. So anytime you want to update pricing, change mockups, fix a title, add new products, if it's on the Printify side and not the Everbee store side, you're gonna want to repeat this process. Fetch updates, then click publish to store beside the product in Everbee store. Super simple. And once the product lands inside Everbee store, you get even more customization options than Printify would ever give you. Things like better category selection, reordering or adding more mockups, adding products into collections, custom tags, SEO, metadata for Google, and a cleaner storefront organization overall. So this became my final optimization layer for today. Printify handled fulfillment, Everbee handled the storefront performance. It's the best of both worlds. And once I repeated that process for all 10 products, this is what the shop page turned into. So at this point, the store is almost ready. All that's left is building collections, adding featured products, finishing the home page, polishing the about page, and then it's time to get traffic, which is exactly what we're covering in part 3 of this 3-part series, where I build the full marketing plan for this brand and show you exactly how I get customers and sales on day 1. So today we went from a basic store idea to a fully branded print-on-demand business with custom products, polished listings, and a store that actually feels ready to sell. We'll cover how to get your first visitors, the best free and paid traffic sources, how I'd use Pinterest for this niche, content ideas to promote the brand, and how to turn views into actual sales. So if you want to see how I'd personally grow the store in 2026, drop the number 3 in the comments right now, and I'll personally tag you when part 3 goes live next Tuesday. And if you missed part 1, where I researched the niche and built the store foundation, I'll go ahead and link that below too. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the final episode, and I'll see you guys in part 3.